What's going on, guys? My name's Tyler Flatto. I'm from Hattiesburg. You're listening to my single, Savannah. Hope you enjoy it. Jordan and Matthew, let's have a good show, baby. Come on, crawfish and beer.
If I were a betting man, I'd say she's headed south by now. Didn't even look twice when a white car passed my house. She said she's all done with me and my kind. That's how I know that.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
What's going on?
Welcome back to another episode of Kathy and Susie's Kids. I'm Matthew.
And I just shared it.
You shared it.
Yes, I did.
And that's shared it.
We've been we got a podcast coming out of the way to record, but we've been kind of being creative. That's
yeah, so you guys are just getting a dose of us tonight. And we're gonna make it just as entertaining as anybody else. That's guaranteed. So we got to do some fun stuff this past week. So we did the juke joint and we had some technical difficulties.
yeah. So guys, when we do our live stream, I think that's it's just you got to have a strong internet, and we didn't pull it off. But at the same time, we got to go back and edit the shows.
And we did get some good footage.
We got great footage.
That was a great event. I had a blast. So shout out to Juke Joint. We appreciate you guys having us.
That's their Friendsgiving.
So speaking of Friendsgiving and Thanksgiving, you ready for Thursday?
Dude, for a nap. Like straight up. Like I'm ready to eat. I'm going to B. Davis's house. I'm ready to eat and then nap. I want to nap. So I've been thinking about it hard. I want to nap at least 3.5 hours.
That's more than a nap.
Power napping it. This is something I want to I'm going to eat.
Is it the itis from the turkey that puts you down, or
it's just one of the things where you get on the couch and you just lean back. You don't even need a blanket and you're just done.
Yeah, because it's always boring football. That's when there's always football on, but it's never an entertaining game.
Well, so for me with the turkey nap, I've been thinking about it. I'm serious. Like, should I do an hour nap? Should I do 2 hours? And then it's like this has been a week-long thought process.
Where are you going? You're going to do a 3.5 hour nap at Brandon Davis's house. Last
year we did it here, and we have a fireplace going, so it's always cozy heat. Done.
Yeah.
We did last year. Me and him took naps. Emily, we always passed out.
It's perfect weather for a fire. We're going up to the camp. Leaving Thursday after lunch.
What season are we in?
Gun season. Finally, we get to go shoot some deer. Hopefully. But it's going to be 30 degrees up there, so I'm excited to get some cold weather. Finally.
How long do you stay in a tree for?
Man, it depends. So if I shoot something, then typically I won't be as committed to hunting and waking up and sitting out there. But typically, I'll get in the woods. All right, in the woods. We're waking up around 5:15 in the morning. Okay, so it's still dark outside. Get dressed, be ready to be in the woods by 6 o'clock. We have the luxury of.
We're talking long johns. How
Oh, layers. Yeah, I got a base layer, which is pretty thick. It's like an overall Under Armour.
Okay.
And then I got some coveralls and a jacket and some pants. So not many layers, but in 30 degrees, you want to maintain some warmth. But it's all about how far you got to walk to get in the stand, because if you layer up, sometimes you'll be sweating, and then that's miserable.
What's the room you have on it? I mean, I'm not a hunter, so what is the room you would say that your stand is? How much room do you have?
Depends on what type of stand you're in. There are multiple types. There's a shooting
Union
house.
Road stand.
Oh, that one, Union Road. That one's it's actually really, really big. It's probably 5 foot by 5 foot, maybe bigger than that.
How many people can you fit in there?
At least 2 or 3, if you wanted to.
So it's kind of like a clubhouse.
Yeah, it's definitely a clubhouse. With holes in the side of it, but the ones that I like to hunt are like ladder stands. They're just like a 1 person, 1 seat. You're just out there in the environment.
What if you got to go number 1?
But to answer your question, typically I don't know, anywhere from 3 to 4 hours in the woods at a time.
That's not bad. So you'll go in the morning and you'll come back for lunch.
Which is where a lot of my creative, I guess, inspiration comes for things which I think we started the cartoon, kind of the writing process of it while I was sitting in the stand. Which we've progressed on.
We have done that. It's been it's kind of cool to see how we're learning how to do this, because now we're especially been able to do cutscenes now, and
we got to infiltrate. I think some of our friends they've joined up forces with us, so it's always good to add to the creative I guess, mindset of
I
it.
think that's something we've always wanted to do was learn how to start making a cartoon. And I mean, I think it all comes down to like, learning and failing.
And for you guys who don't know what we're talking about, we got episode 2 ready to roll. Garrett,
Brother, how was your day?
Oh man, I got no sleep last night.
What happened, brother?
So I've got, get this, a possum in my attic.
Possum?
It is in my attic. Pitter patter, all I hear is noise, no sleep.
Why didn't you remove the possum?
I can't. Every time I go in there, it's like it runs.
Brother, you're a hunter.
So I'm going to trap it and then kill it.
You better, brother.
That's the next move. Let's go get a beer.
Oh, brother, I can't handle the zebra anymore.
Every time I watch, it's just the same old boring news, fake news.
Right?
Emperor Hawthorne announces a crop shortage. Get your groceries.
Oh, brother, Chester the Jester.
I hate him.
Me too.
All he does is deliver the terrible.
And he does it so finely. Doro, get his shots.
Hey, Cheeks,
Yes, sir.
get us 2 shots and round for the bar on me.
All right, 3 shots coming up.
So what have you been stocking up on, brother?
Toilet paper and Fayard's barbecue sunflower seeds.
Oh my gosh, you found them?
Yes, I did, brother.
Where did you find them?
At Macon Groceries.
Oh man, I've been looking forever.
Brother, what you been stocking up on?
Oh, you know,
No, I seen you last week.
I've got a 55-gallon drum of Perel.
Perel for what?
To be pure.
In other news, Emperor Hawthorne announces barbecue sunflower seeds have been banned from the kingdom.
Are you kidding me? What? We just got them.
I know, brother.
They're always making us outlaws.
Citizens of the Crown celebrated a parade in honor of Lord Hawthorne.
Another Hawthorne parade, brother.
Hawthorne Day, this is the 5th one this week.
Why, brother?
He's such an angry leader.
All he does is feed people with cell phones.
Your Eminence, our scheme is going according to plan. We have 98% compliance with the universal cell phone payments, and soon Scar and Toro will be vanquished.
So what's going to happen next? What will happen next?
I don't know.
Guys, clearly we're not perfect, but it's the work in progress.
I had a lot of fun doing for us to kind of lay it out and see what it's going to look like. Of course, we're going to be, getting better and better and better.
Yeah, developing some plot lines and
I'll tell you what, it was exciting though that we started doing this because then you're like everyday stuff. I mean, we'll take, we got one coming out with Shauna Measle. I'll take everything I have, like our lunch breaks or whatever we do, and they're all stories, everything we do. So now it's gonna be a lot of fun. Be like, oh, let's
integrate
this into a cartoon somehow.
Well, I know one thing I'm looking forward to is the ability to, I guess, make progress on what we've got and just to see where we've come. As about 1 year ago, we started on that.
Well,
and here we are, and it's actually, I mean, a year ago we didn't know what we were doing.
But we did have the costumes though. You gotta be like, we did our costumes.
Well, and that might be honestly 13 months out. 13 months ago, we had the costumes and everything.
And now we got, we've done a few little clips, but this is getting, to the point now where we're trying to build a storyline pretty much.
Yeah, we're gonna have a following, a cult following.
We're gonna keep adding to it.
We're gonna do our own festival one day.
Get more characters.
You guys can join in. So yeah, if you are interested in voicing a character,
yeah. Does anybody have a good voice? What kind of voices we got going on?
I don't know. We need some voices because I've quickly realized that me and Jordan and Garrett are strained to only a few. But
I mean, I tell you what, Garrett's Jester.
He kills it.
Home run.
Chester the Jester.
Chester the Jester.
So it's been a lot of fun creating this stuff, but we appreciate, like I said, any feedback and you guys feel free to stay in tune to the storyline.
Some people in there that were like, you know what, I've always wanted to do a cartoon. I think we have some voices.
That and writing.
And we don't even have to have you on the mics. Like you could send us some voice memos and we definitely use that in the
Yeah.
cartoon.
So,
You don't even have to like go anywhere. You can.
so
just,
anyway, we're opening applications up. Email us at jordanandmatt@gmail.com.
there you go, Jordan and Matt. Yeah, Garrett, can we drop a link on that one? So we have any chats in there? I mean, any comments?
No, nobody wants to comment. No, no.
Use your mic. Garrett got to use the mic.
Well, you
Garrett,
got your sound
huh?
queued up for the mic.
Garrett never uses the mic.
So
Comments. He always says subgents.
What's up, buddy?
yeah,
Non-typical is prettier on Bucks. John
Who's-
Kinsel says, "Damn, I would have been there for you boys." I think he wants to be a character.
yeah.
And hi, Boo Boo.
What can we
Also
make?
John?
What can we make John? What kind of character?
Be the liquor guy.
Someone's got to be the fortune teller. We got to have a palm reader. Like we got to have a palm reader in the cartoon.
There's good. I got a good idea of who that could be.
You remember
but-
Miss Cleo?
Call me now.
Yeah, Miss Cleo. Like that's a serious thing. Like we need a Miss Cleo in the cartoon.
I feel like we need a lot of people in the cartoon. Like we need a Miss
You think-
Carol in the cartoon from shop class.
We need, yeah. Who else?
Like Tarkon needs to make an appearance, and we're gonna get Tarkon. I'm calling Tarkon, and try to get him in. We're gonna get Tarkon on the show.
He has to.
Yeah, Tarkon. If you're watching,
We need
a
definitely
seat for you on this.
Codwell would definitely.
Brent, he'll be down here, I think, and then we can get him on here too.
We're just gonna make him a campaign manager. Just
Yeah.
his real passion.
And we're just gonna grow our web, and,
Yeah.
and you'll be in it one day. So appreciate you guys.
But I mean, that's the fun part. I think that I've enjoyed is because we're able to take like ideas and we're putting this into like a cartoon, and it's just fun. I mean, I really when we start doing this cartoon thing to see like us learning, it's like exciting. To be like, hey, let's start.
Oh yeah,
Like right now, after this, we're gonna be doing a cartoon. Like somehow, some way, we're gonna be working on some kind of cartoon. I mean, there's a lot
the
of
progression of it, and see where it takes us. It's been I guess exciting to see.
I mean, it's kind of we always had imaginations, kids. I mean, look, Three Ninjas came out, right? You can't say you didn't want to join karate. Okay, that's a lie.
I was in karate.
Okay, well,
Taekwondo.
I did the YMCA with my brother in Ocean Springs because after that movie, we were like, you know what, we need to do this because, I mean, Colt, Tommy, Tum Tum, we're having a ball.
Where's my karate picture? The one that you posted on Instagram years ago.
Somewhere on the Captain
Yeah.
Suits Instagram.
Yeah, that one's fire.
Yeah, but I
With
mean,
the flag behind it.
but like stuff
I
like
was around Sidekicks.
happens though. Space Jam. I mean, you name these movies. You want to become like a Power Ranger. I wanted to be a Power Ranger so bad.
Which one?
Huh?
Which color?
It's definitely gonna be Tommy, right?
Okay, I met him.
I know you met him. And we got his comic book. I mean, he's got that new movie coming out too, the White
Dragon.
the White Dragon.
Where he's like an older Power Ranger. It's not affiliated with Power Rangers. I shouldn't mislead. Sorry.
What?
Sorry, Tommy. Or Jason.
I don't think it matters. I think because like I said, the Power Rangers back then, all they did was their fight scenes. The rest of it was from another company, and they would just do cut scenes. So they'd have they were just pretty smart. They just filmed a bunch of like fighting scenes
And like
sold a bunch of merch.
bebopping around school with the two. What was the guys? There was a fat one and a skinny one. They weren't Power Rangers, but they were always there.
Starts with a B. I think the bad guy's name is.
No, they weren't bad guys. They weren't bad guys. They like went to school with them, or they were like security guards or something.
They were real goofy.
Yeah, the goofy guys. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the names.
Me either.
I'm shocked on this because you can tell me the bartender. In France.
I know their names, and I just can't think of it off the top of my head. I remember the Putty was the bad guys. The Putty was the little soldiers. Here, help us out. What are their names? Let me look. My phone's right here.
Garrett, what are you doing right now, Garrett? He's typing something and he's smiling.
I don't know.
He's always doing banners. What are you trying to think? Garrett, hey, what? He's got to go on that mic and get us names.
What's the movie?
We're talking about Power Rangers.
It's Bulk and Skull.
I said B, starts with B.
Yeah, Bulk and Skull. I knew it was something stupid like that. Bulk and Skull, let's see. Fictional characters in the Power Ranger universe. They appeared in the permanent cast members from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers until Power Rangers in Space. Bulk, by himself, was a recurring character in Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Skull made one cameo appearance, making the pair the two longest consecutively appearing characters in the program. They later returned for a cameo in Power Rangers Wild Force, and in Power Rangers said, how many Power Rangers are there?
They got to, geez, I mean, there's probably, I mean, I knew like when we did it, like kind of lost track after like that Power Ranger movie came out.
Okay, so in the Power Ranger Samurai, it says Bulk is teaching Skull's son Spike to be a samurai. This is what inspires me to make our cartoon right here.
That does right there.
Yeah, I mean, just to see how their storyline plays out, like,
Well, I think
we could do better than that.
I mean, a lot of it too is like how they're running out of like seems like some of that stuff they're running out of ideas.
Well, there's no original idea. And I think I've told the story before because there was I can't remember what show I was watching, and me and my dad were actually just talking about this. But I was a kid, and he's in there watching it with me, and he said what was about to happen next, and I'm like, "How do you know this?" And he was like, "Oh, well, Gilligan's Island did the same episode."
Oh, come on!
And
they're
it was
copying-
like, yeah, well, to my generation, to me and you, we would have never known that because we didn't watch every episode of Gilligan's Island. So there's probably shows now that are geared towards kids that are old Scooby-Doo episodes or something that me and you watched.
we just watched that. Was it Polar Opposites?
Solar Opposites.
Solar Opposites.
Yeah, yeah.
That was Jingle.
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's always a
I seen that movie in theaters.
Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
Ah, ha, ha, ha. That was pretty funny. The Solar Opposites.
Well, my mom was huge in like any of the Arnold Schwarzenegger, like the kid movies, like the Kindergarten
Last
Cop.
Action Hero.
Last Action Hero. No, more Kindergarten Cop was like her thing. I remember watching it so many times.
I think your mom had a thing
Total
for
Recall.
Arnold. She had a thing for
Total
Arnold.
Recall, Terminator. Yeah, my mom definitely had it because like Terminator, like it's all, most of our movies was that, and then Rocky. Okay, like my mom had the baby blue Datsun, 300ZX that he had in the movie. So my mom was like, she was into the action. You remember, Commando.
Dope.
You don't even remember? Do you remember Commando
Yeah.
with a hidden room?
Yeah.
That's everybody's dream.
I was talking to a couple of our friends that are building houses about secret rooms. Did you put a secret room in? We kind of got one here.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it sounds like a great idea, but it is a lot of work. I mean, they put a lot of work in doing these like hidden rooms. A lot of people I've seen some rooms where now they're kind of just doing like a picture, like doing a big picture canvas, and they're just making a room at like the canvas is so big and they're building up like sheetrock on the door.
Yeah.
So it covers up the bottom of the door, and they're just you can open it and there's a room.
I would want like a panic room like Jodie Foster, bulletproof walls.
Where you're trapped.
No, I
it-
have like and a
And
little
I was played
elevator.
against
that
their
takes
odds. I
me-
mean, it was kind of dangerous.
Yeah, maybe I wouldn't have that.
Would you want that same room?
No, I wouldn't want the freedom. I'd like a big wall around my house one day.
I'd love to have tunnels.
Tunnels would be cool.
Like I'd love to have like tons of tunnels where you get lost tunnels.
But if it caved in,
You picked the wrong tunnel. Like, what if you picked the wrong tunnel?
booby traps at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, for
that
sure.
that would not be fun.
No, but I mean, secret room would kind of be boring, like one little room, or you can have tunnels under your house.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
I guess you're right. So let's talk about the dollar store. What is it? Dollar.
It's the
Tree.
Dollar Tree. So everything at Dollar Tree was $1, and now it's $1.25. So Dollar Tree. Garrett hasn't never been to a Dollar Tree.
What's up, Dollar Tree?
So
Shout out. We will plug you.
yeah, Dollar Tree for life. So Dollar Tree is right next to my match store, Match Spot appointment, Gaucher. And it's like when they moved in, I was like, what is this place? They got Hudson's over there, and they got Dollar Tree. And I started going over there, right? And I forgot what the charge was on my debit card, but like, because you got that white cheddar popcorn, this Brim's white cheddar popcorn.
Brims.
It's $1. Yeah. And you go in there and you get like everything's $1. So just
Who owns Brims? Wait.
just some.
So I've always been skeptical about buying food at places like that. Like candy is my go-to. Like that's what the dollar stores are made for, is Matthew's candy stops. But food and stuff, I don't know. I feel like they each get their own individual packaging. And like the Oreo packages that you get at Walmart have like, 20 Oreos, and then the one
I think
that
that's
you
what they mean. They probably buy everything in bulk and repackage their own stuff.
Well, there's so many different dollar stores. There's this one, Dollar Tree, where everything's apparently $1. I lost a bet to you earlier. I said that they had some stuff that was higher than that, but now everything's $1.25, and then they've got the Dollar General. But there's another one,
Family
Family Dollar. And I even
Fred's.
I even wrote some like knockoff dollar stores. Put some lube on that. I wrote some knockoff dollar stores insurance one time. And I hate to say it like that. I went a knockoff dollar store, but it was a
Generic.
a private investment dollar store. And so that's a thing. But food, how would you get linked up with the food? So back to
I would say
the popcorn.
Let me just guess at Dollar Tree. They are such a heavy volume mover that they have contracts with, frozen food pizza places like the
Tony's.
Yeah, they have like some kind of deal with Tony's because they're such volume. So they give them a discount because all they got to do is make it and move it. It's gone because it moves so fast. I mean, if you go to Dollar Tree, they're always stocking up.
There's always a line.
Yeah. I mean, Garrett, what'd you say? What was their billions? What was Dollar Tree's?
I think their Wikipedia said 9.8.
Yeah.
9.8 billion.
I mean, but you also think,
and everything's $1.25.
So that candy you get, you get that candy, like the little Shock Tarts. I love Shock Tarts. Okay. And you get their small little Shock Tart bag for $1. It's probably half of what's in the actual bag. Now it's because marketing, the bag looks good, but like they definitely cut on the pieces.
Same one at Walmart's double.
Yeah.
And probably $1 more.
Yeah. But I mean, that's how they get it though. They just have less than all their items. I mean, there's a few things in there, but I mean, you think about it.
They're cutting it.
Hey, correction. It's 32.5 billion.
32.5 billion right there.
At $1.25 an item.
But Emily's addicted or hooked on like all these crafts things. So like your girlfriend got her on this kick.
So do they have that? Man, she's all about like the clearance.
But I mean, you go there and you get like a glass mug and you spray paint it with a Christmas tree, right?
Yeah.
Boom, sold. Put it at a craft show. That's $10.
Yeah.
It's $1 glass mug if you think about it.
Yeah. Plus like an hour of your painting time.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure 90% of our house is decorated in Dollar Tree with a little love on it, right?
The little love is what makes it. But I think at the end of the day, the stores like that are more of a convenience factor. Because nobody likes going. I don't like going to stores, period. But nobody likes going to Walmart. I ain't going to Walmart. Walk in there and walk up and you don't know where anything you want is.
But it's also got that thing where they do have food in there. You can get stuff for your small family. And it's affordable for everything being $1. So if you got a kid in there, they can get like a bow and arrow.
Toys, yeah.
Or like one of the cap guns.
I used to love going to the toy aisle.
You remember Rallies?
Yeah,
that's my favorite. One of my favorite stores, Rallies. My grandma used to take me to Rallies all the time, right by Brittany.
So what's up with the new Five Below? Have you been there yet?
No, I was thinking about going in there, but I didn't.
I went in there. That's where one of our sketch pads came from that we storyboard on.
So we got what kind of stuff we talking in here?
It's just like the
they
other.
Got food too.
What is the? No. I don't think they have food. I don't remember. Maybe they did. I've only been there once. But the liquidation stores, like we were saying, so like that's a big thing now. People are doing what they call rebuying, right?
The Amazon refund, rebuy.
And they buy a crate. And once you purchase this crate, it could have anything in it. Literally. I don't know how much they cost. We're going to buy one.
Well, you said that. Let's give that place just a shout out.
Yeah, Bayou Bargains.
Bayou
Bargains. That's
Garrett, can you find that on Facebook and just and play that video? Play one of their videos?
Yeah.
You cool with that?
Do they have one?
Yeah, on Facebook.
Sure. So this is a thing. So there's people that are buying these, and then it is a bargain. And kind of like you said earlier, you can go in there and buy 20 things for $20 or something like that, which is few and far between. That you Walmart, $20 ain't getting you nothing, dog.
I mean, I think you're wrong with that one because today I only brought $20 with me and I have 10 left over.
To Walmart?
Huh?
You with Walmart?
No, but I still survival $20.
Yeah, I can survive on $20 too, but also
Target's bad on me.
You ain't
Walmart,
you ain't getting nothing at Walmart for $20.
Yeah, well, you're right about. Well, yeah, you're right.
Unless you're like going to get one battery,
dude. You go to Target, there's like you ain't. $20,
same.
you're getting one toothbrush.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
And it's gonna be like made by like Martha Stewart's sister's friend. It's gonna be edgy. It's gonna be cool, and it's gonna have like this very soft marketing on the boxes, and they're all gonna be matching. And you know, it's just
that's what you pay for.
Yeah,
you get what you pay for. That's what they say. That's
but
very.
The only reason I go to Target, guys, is I love their joggers, little stretchy pants,
Target,
and I love walking down the food aisles. The lights they go on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. Like I'm like walking.
Oh, and the frozen foods.
Yeah,
that's pretty gangster.
But that's why I go. Like really, I'm just fascinated.
It's not to get anything.
Emily's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "No, I'm just going." No, I mean, I'm
coming here to look at the lights.
Get, Simply Lemonade. I love Simply Lemonade. Shout out to Simply Lemonade. we will plug you.
So I don't like going to stores, period. Like,
No.
and they do the home delivery now, which is the most gangster thing in the world.
When you get a kid, you're gonna have to go to a grocery store. Or you're gonna you're gonna have to do like a Saturday thing with the family where Emily goes in, grabs some makeup or a hobby shop, and you go into Target. And I got Oliver on this one, like, one toy thing. I'll bring him like once every other month. But I'm like, Oliver, one toy.
He would have,
And he runs down Target's aisles. He knows. He's like,
to where the toy aisle.
You
Dude,
remember-
he would have a ball. I did the same thing. That's what I'm saying. I used to love going to toy aisle, but he would have a ball at the Bayou Bargains place, probably. Like, because
we need to bring him.
yeah,
let's
and
bring
film
him.
it and film it. Did you find their ad, Garen? Or you ready? Joe, you already did it. Okay, yeah. And then we go Bayou Bargains. Shout out, we'll plug you. So, anyway, we were gonna call Amazon. Should we call Amazon?
I mean, if you want.
Are we Bluetooth in? I don't even know. Should we call them?
No,
Find out how much
I
these
mean-
boxes are.
Do we have a number to call him on?
We won a crate. I'm sure. Actually, they probably don't have a number. Like, I remember getting locked out of Facebook one time for like 6 months.
Yeah, I
'cause
think you have to call into their call service.
a call center.
Yeah, they have I remember I had an issue with
We're gonna do some research on that squad, and then we'll let you know on these crates.
trying to find what am I looking up right now? Oh, Tiger King 2.
Tiger King 2.
I've watched 2 episodes.
I watched the first 2 episodes as well. What do you think?
I don't know. I think it's just a plug. I mean, I don't know. I know
You
the
think they're just capitalizing on the footage that they
say
have?
the husband's alive now. I mean, Garrett, can we spill more in here? Because Garrett's watched.
Garrett's seen the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing.
He
Garrett,
might as
come
well
on.
be a
I've seen all of it.
Okay,
I
let's
love it.
dive into.
So the husband's alive? I didn't make it that far in.
They didn't really say he was alive. They just kind of
Yeah,
cast doubt on it.
they did. I saw, Costa Rica, shady things.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Apparently, anyone that owns tigers or lions is just bad shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, bad shit crazy.
We should get tigers and lions, man.
What's up, Megan?
Yo, Megs, what's up?
What's up, Breathe?
The fellas.
But no, I would go with. What I thought about Tiger King, Garrett, is this. I felt like a lot of that footage was they just reused the footage from the first one.
So
Am I wrong or right about that?
I appreciated the interview with Joe Exotic in jail. I appreciated
The Zoom
that.
interview.
Yeah. Because
They probably had a lot of extra footage, but they did add new characters as well.
yeah, and in my mind, I'm like, is this fake? Because that's one way to manipulate things is that, is Calvin really Calvin?
I think there's just an unlimited amount of crazy cat people.
And supposedly, if
Bingo. I think you're right.
it's just, I don't know. I'll say the first one was really funny.
It was more shocking than funny. Like the only thing I could compare the first
Sorry,
one
buddy.
to.
It was meth driven.
Yeah. The only thing I compared to was the
Exotic animal keeper.
Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
You need to check it out.
That's good. You got to see it.
Yeah, it's the only thing. After I watched the Tiger King, it was the only thing I could compare it to that I'd ever seen before. And I'm like, it's kind of like the Wonderful Whites of West Virginia, and all that is a documentary on a family that's just like very trashy, and they kind of go into why they're trashy in their lifestyle, and the things that they do in that show are just unexplainable and shocking to me. Now, some people might watch it and think it's normal, but that was the only thing that I could explain Tiger King. I mean, it was I'd never seen anything like it whenever I was watching. I'm just like, holy
Need
shit.
to watch it and
then Tiger King 2. I'm like, this is living right up to Tiger King 1, really. So
I just let's go back to the fact that he is an exotic animal keeper that you can tell is allegedly meth in somewhere.
he's sober now, man.
No, but somewhere, but the party, and can you imagine getting into the whole exotic animal thing? And you're
So
like,
he used to be a sheriff.
Everybody's on, either drugged out or living their best life, and
They all looked really cleaned up compared to how they looked in the first season.
yeah, because I mean, and now I wonder,
Got a little bit of
are they
money.
getting paid?
Yeah, they got
on
that
this?
Netflix money.
Yeah, I
Get
mean,
a little bit of money.
well, Carol Baskins is supposed to be like trying to get that taken down with her in it, right?
What is it? The first one?
The second one, she's like,
Oh, it's already out.
I know, but she wants to be removed from it.
I don't know. Now she's being investigated for murder after Dancing on the Stars. She probably hates it.
Yeah. I
Really?
mean, at the end of the day, it's a very
We should
interesting
get a cameo
story.
on her. Like,
It makes me want to investigate more into these clubs that we don't know much about, if that makes sense.
like a exotic club.
Any kind of, car people, animal people, Just documentary.
We need so let's do a documentary on ice cream truck owners.
Yeah, now you're playing with me. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so I mean, just the same thing we're talking about with Teardrop and Buttercup. Look, there's another drop we just hit.
But you won't even let me share the photo, but it's fine. Teardrop and Buttercup. We're getting close to having them on the show.
Coast Legends, actually more than Coast Legends, Mississippi Legends. It was two clowns that went
I put them at higher than Jinkos, right? They're above Jinkos and Star
above and beyond their time, and they infiltrated the schools to preach a positive message to the youth. And at the end of the day, they were Coast Legends. I mean, you guys probably remember them if you're watching, I'm sure.
St. Martin, come on, Cafeteria, Teardrop, Buttercup.
Yeah, we got a little clip.
Yeah, we got like a 30-second clip, guys.
Drop that little clip real quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, teachers of all ages, welcome to the USS Citizenship, brought to you by the letter C for clowns, Buttercup and Teardrop, the world's famous navigators and investors of the high seas. And now don your life jackets and fasten your seatbelts and get ready to come aboard the USS Citizenship.
All right, boys and girls, it's great to be here today at Beauvoir Elementary School. Let me introduce myself to you. I'm Teardrop the Clown. I am the...
So they speak for themselves here. That was some original footage that we commandeered and acquired. So
we got plenty more coming, and I was able to go to Trey and Gabby's the Molars benefit for their daughter, and I got to meet Teardrop.
Re-meet.
Well, re-meet. I don't know if I maybe I did hug her when I was a kid. But I finally got to meet her.
What was that feeling? Okay, you're in class, and it wasn't like they told us that they were coming, so we didn't have like a schedule or anything. But you're in class, you're sitting there, and all of a sudden the intercom beep, and then everybody's like, report to the cafeteria or whatever because Teardrop and Buttercup.
That was cool. I mean, I can still remember that time you're like, okay, who's sitting next to me?
Yeah,
it was like
no doubt.
Gotta find my boys.
Your clique. Who are you going to watch the show with? Who are you going to cut up with? That was always fun. It's still fun that way. Whenever you're fun and having fun, because it's like-minded people laugh at the same things and are entertained. But some of these films, these old films that we got of these guys, the crowd's lit, man. There's people jumping up and down, they're high-fiving, and they're really into it.
But so let's go to me when I was at Knuckleheads and when I got to meet her. I'm not gonna say her daughter Brooke I walked up to her and I already heard some stories about it. I was like, hey, somebody in your family, Teardrop Buttercup, and then me and Brooke, she was super excited about it, like because it's her mom, and she's like, it's like I'm like wigging out, like this is like a celebrity to me, and like I had the video and I was like talking, Brooke's like, come with me, and like there's Teardrop right there.
Everything happens for a reason.
We hugged, and then Kelly Dickens comes around the corner, another Coast legend. I mean, she's been in the dance 40 years.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, oh, hey, give me a hug. And her husband pulls up, and then they're trading stories like, remember us doing this at the mall? Remember, because they used to actually do gigs together.
They did used to do stuff at the mall. I remember doing stuff at the mall.
Oh.
Back in the day when I was a kid.
So I was talking with Kelly. Like, hey, you got any footage? I know Teardrop was like, I got a lot of footage. And the other day she was like, I was thinking about it. So she started pulling whole footage out. She's got what you just watched, the captain outfit. She still has it.
Really?
Come on, dude.
So I got so many questions for this show. I'm so looking forward to it.
The light show.
We will keep you guys informed on that, but I'm super pumped for it.
I also miss the school fairs, right?
Like the book fairs.
So when we
Scholastic Book Fair.
Yeah, you got out of class, you got that couple of dollars your mom gave you in an envelope with a love letter. My mom always put like, "Love you, son." Like $2.50, right?
Buy 9 items. That's the same thing as these liquidation sales. That's all that is.
So who
is the Claw?
And we're talking about Dr. Claw here. Dr. Claw. Okay. That is
Dr. Claw?
That's Lord Hawthorne.
Yeah.
Talked to him today too.
Yeah.
Told him the whole thing.
Is he excited?
Huh?
Is he excited?
He's gonna be excited.
Yeah, he better be.
It's like, told him, hey, dude, you're Dr. Claw, right?
He's the bad guy.
It's gonna be on relevant stuff, all about the community. No, the school fair is like, how much did your mom give you on school fairs?
I don't remember. Probably, I know it was less than $5. Like $5 was a lot
Did
of money.
Did you give an envelope?
Oh yeah. I had to have an envelope. I wasn't either that or like my Batman Velcro wallet.
You always remember like because they had, you know, in that grade, the teachers had your folder. Like you couldn't, most time they're putting your cubby, so you couldn't pull your stuff out.
You remember a lot more about this than I do. So I was at I went to Cedar Lake Christian Academy.
Yeah, they beat you at rulers and
back
stuff.
then. Yeah.
You were in a different time. That was
We did get Scholastic Book Fair,
I was at St. Martin
but it was like
North.
Christian-
What's up in
it
the
was like
house? St. Martin
Christian
North.
Book
You have
Fair.
no idea. St. Martin North. All right. Boot Hill.
Yeah, I was St. Martin East guy.
Yeah,
whenever
but
I made the-
you practice on Boot Hill though.
I did.
North,
Falcons.
Huh?
North.
North.
Was that North Wood Market?
Yeah, we're
That's 3-6.
Oh,
3-6 Mafia.
but yeah, I remember a lot. So we had just the way the school kind of like laid out, but like you couldn't at the time. You once they got you brought your stuff from your parents, the notes and stuff, and then that's when the teacher could write if he was good or bad. And I mean, I was really bad and good on days, right? So
you were hit or miss.
this day I was good, the next day I wasn't.
Kind of like my golf game.
Well, I'd always stay up and play Doom with my brother at night.
Doom was the.
I was super young.
jam
I was in
back then.
kindergarten when I started playing Doom.
Doom was the jam back in the day.
I mean, it was up there. Michael used to always be like, "Hey man, let's play video games." So like, I always snuck out of like, I never went to bed on a good time. Like I was probably 10 o'clock. Like I tell mom I'm going to bed, wouldn't go to bed.
So you're bad.
No, I just snuck out of the room. I mean, my
To
mom,
go play video games.
video games, yeah, on the old computer here. It's called that was a Pioneer computer, and it was was it
MS DOS.
MS DOS?
Yeah.
And that's how you said
People don't even know. Kids today don't even know what MS DOS means.
get me on God mode on Doom because I was not that good at it, but I played in God mode all the time.
Is that where you could like get
He just
bumped
never
everywhere?
he never got sick. His nose never bled when he was running through the water.
Yeah.
And you know, you always had to,
Cheater.
you always had to hit the switches.
Cheater.
Huh?
Cheater.
Well, I mean, what was your favorite? What was your first interaction with? We talked about Carmen San Diego. We had the TRS.
I'd say the Oregon
80.
Trail.
I never played the Oregon
I
Trail.
remember going to computer classes at St. Martin East, and we had those TI whatever computers.
TRS.
Yeah, that
80s.
and we could print out like the magical school bus. Like you could do like a driver's license or whatever like that, and it would give you like a cartoon face, and it was on those printers that had holes and that kept the pages together on the outside, you know, and you have to rip the page or the holes on the outside because it was like green and white, green, white, green, white. That's what we had when we were kids, man. So you guys don't know how well you got it.
No, I felt like
But we're doing cartoons now. So
no, I would stay where we were at. I really enjoyed like the early days because sometimes I wonder
without
about
that, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, sometimes I think about going back to the Motorola Razor, right? For me, I know we had
They
Nokia
just
bricks.
released razors.
I know,
today.
but I want just a regular silver, just a regular silver button.
Why don't you get a Zach Morris phone?
No.
Okay.
It couldn't fit in my pocket.
Oh.
Can you imagine carrying around a phone bag?
You get a fanny.
Well, mom had a cell phone, like one of the first cell phones, and it was expensive. It was like a couple $dollars per minute. It was like ridiculous. But she just had it. I think it was
Remember
part of,
whenever
like,
they used to
Mary
make
Kay
you
thing.
pay for that? Text cost
No,
money per
yeah,
minute
that-
per text, and
Seriously.
now it's all free.
Oh, when you first did that phones, I mean, you paid per the minute. I mean, probably $5 a minute.
I saw something the other day. It was like somebody had a $400 phone bill back in the day. It was like a shared Facebook memory, and I'm like, I remember those.
Yeah. What was your first phone?
The Nokia, the one that if you took the cover off had the smiley face underneath it.
And you could put all the change covers faces.
Yeah, and play Snake really, really well on it.
I think mine was like a Kia. No, mine was the Kyocera.
I had one of those too.
Had the blue screen Kia. I got a cell phone. Like I was like the last friend with a cell phone.
Did you have a beeper?
Huh?
Did you have a beeper?
No, I just didn't. I just didn't have a cell phone.
I never had I had a beeper. I just never really used it.
Did you really have a beeper?
Tasks. It was my cousin's. It was hand me down beeper.
Did you get turned on?
Yeah. So whenever I was,
I mean, did you? Who beeped you?
no one. Like I said, I didn't really do it. Like,
Did you wear it on your
I
side?
barely respond to emails now. No, I didn't wear it on my side. It was more of like a status because the movies pulled out.
And then I had a sidekick too. I remember that thing.
I don't remember that.
It was like the keyboard swish out thing. Like it was like a T-Mobile had it. It was like a T-Mobile exclusive.
Oh,
You kicked out the keyboard and
oh
you
yeah,
slide out and you
yeah,
sit there
I
and
remember.
it's supposed to be faster to text.
Was it? Remember swipe to text when
I
that
just
came
like
out?
that was just getting too complicated. Like you went from a phone where you just had it was cool to have the phone and text like, "Buyed you bet 10 o'clock." Right? Really, that's what you get. Like 10 o'clock. That's your text. Now it's like it's so fast. Like you're getting if somebody gets mad, you're getting a full like length book.
Yeah. To TLDR, too long didn't read.
Yeah. Like you're gonna go full paragraph now.
Well, let's call it and let's come back next week with a solid. You guys,
Hey, guys, we got any comments, Garrett, in there?
You got Thanksgiving coming up. We want you guys to have a happy Thanksgiving. Be thankful. Stay safe out there. Look, there's people getting killed, people getting run over, people, getting acquitted, people getting who knows what out there. So just saying, be safe. That's all we're saying.
And we'll see you next week. We're going to get back into this thing.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thanks, y'all.
Love.
I got the yellow ribbon. So, it's okay. It's okay. How many times did you sit back just relaxing?